Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum to Sir Asrul. So today my group from section 85 will be present about our title Imagery, Aggression and Burnout for this subject HSM3124. Let me introduce my group mate first. Myself Muhammad Rizki bin Amran, Yusri bin Yusman, Nur Ain binti Ibrahim, Mir Muhammad Ammar bin Shukli and also Muhammad Fikri bin Zainal. I will start the presentation with the chapter 5 first, Imagery in Sports. So this article title is Olympian Use Imagery as Mental Training, wrote by Christopher Clary. For this summary of the summary of this article is Lyndon Rush, the athlete that representing Canada in Olympic Sochi 2014. She used a visualization imagery practice to make sure her mentally simulating competition has become increasingly sophisticated, essential and elaborate, spilling over into realms like imagining the content of news conferences or the view from the bus window on the way to the downhill. Plus, according to this article, visualization for me does not take in all the senses. You have to smell, you have to hear, you have to feel, and everything, said Emily Cook, the veteran American aerialist. So for this slide, I will pass to Muhammad Fikri bin Zainal.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I will continue about theory and opinion. The theory, attention and concentration set theory. Uh, then the opinion, the attention concentration set theory regarding this article, because the author wrote in this article that imagery in sport need to use all of the senses. It's also tended when some athletes use imagery, it also will increase their focus and attention. Next. Conclusion. The goal of using imagery technique is to target a mental training program is to improve mental skill. Realization and concentration are considered to be crucial component when executing sport specific skill. And the last one being that imagery has been shown to improve such key mental skill. In theory, the use of imagery should improve subsequent skill performance. Next, I will turn my presentation to the next presenter.
So we continue the chapter 6 about aggression. And the article is Michael Jordan punched Steve Kerr in the face during the practice. So for the summary of the article, in this article, it shows that the athlete that is Michael Jordan get furious and be aggressive because of his friend provoking him and trash talking towards him. It makes him getting angry and give a straight punch towards that person. But at the end, Michael Jordan asked for an apologize straight after the incident and they become a good friend after that. So, theory and opinion. The theory that relate to this article is reformulated frustration aggression theory. And opinion on this article, why do we choose reformulated frustration aggression theory? Regarding the article is because the theory can lead athlete to perform aggressively. The factors is because of environment, parents and haters. It is because Michael Jordan be aggressive after his friend provoking him and trash talking him. At once then be aggressive. Next. So for the conclusion for this article, violence in sport is the depiction of aggressive behavior against the rules and regulations of a particular sport. Biological, social learning, and psychological theory are the three theories that have been proposed to explain violence in sport. The biological theory suggests that violence results from the innate being of a person. The psychological theory asserts that violence results from frustration caused by lack of achievement of certain goals, while the social learning theory states the violence results from imitation. Research shows that violence in sport is common in competitive sport, notably ice hockey, football, rugby, wrestling, basketball, and boxing. And then, violence in sport can be in the form of verbal abuse, stress, or physical injury executed by players, spectators, coaches, parents of young players, and fans or triggered by mass media. However, there are measures that can be implemented to prevent or curb violence in sport, such as involvement of parents, penalties, viewpoint, provision of positive role models, and integration of values that encourage intervention into sport curriculum. That's all.
Hi, so I will continue the presentation for chapter 7, Burnout. Our article is about Raheem Sterling, England striker, might be suffering from burnout. Okay, so for the summary on this article, it's tell that Raheem Sterling cannot be involved in England national squad because of had a burnout because playing for Liverpool with a tight schedule. To prohibit his from have a total burnout on himself, his coach decided to drop him from join the national squad. Next slide. So for the theory and opinion, theory negative. So the related of in this theory is negative training stress response model, Silva 1990. And for the opinion is negative training stress response model, Silva 1990. So for our opinion, the theory above is suitable with the situation that athlete in the article face off. It is because he training so hard and playing with 100% commitment with Liverpool. But he getting burnt out to perform and give his best on England national team that made his underperform and didn't not selected to join the squad. Next slide. So for the conclusion, burnout syndrome is a common and important problem among health professionals that also has adverse effect on people daily life, especially increasing the incidence of infection and trauma. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.
All right, so thank you to my teams, and that's all for our presentation today. Thank you.